It's Thursday, November 1st, 8:30 a.m. So my Bigfoots were up last night. And apparently it's that same one that did things the other day, because this is turned upside down again. And they put the two magnets over here on the grill, and they moved the green the magnetic container with the green stuff in it down here, and they put the other one back here. They also did something in the sandbox. I had this leaning up against here, and they picked it up and put it in the sandbox. This is Saturday, November 3rd, and it is raining, and I just heard on the weather yesterday that we are going to break the record for the rainiest year ever. So I'm surprised the Bigfoots were even up, but I see that they were, because the one with the pink thread and stuff in it is missing. Let's see. Empty that out. See nothing else there. Let's look inside. Nope, not in there. Where did they put it? Well, I'm gonna look around. Okay, I was just coming from the porch, and I'm not sure, but there is a big dip in the leaves right there in the ground. Like something heavy stepped right there. And still looking for that magnet container. And I'm not finding it yet. Get back on here if and when I find it. Okay, I have looked all around the house. I've looked on everything metal that I could think of. I'm not finding that little container anywhere. So my guess is that they took it. Not in there. Unless it's in these leaves somewhere. There are a bunch of leaves. But my guess is that they took it, and they'll probably bring it back. Can't guarantee that, but I'm going to walk around here just a little bit. See if I see anything else. I didn't walk back in here yet. Okay, we're on our property, but we are way over on another side, but we don't usually come to very much. We just walked in off the field, and there's a little break right here. Twisted and broken. There, that shows it a little better. And just down the hill, there is a vine, not connected to anything, just draped over this big log. And possible leaners. There, behind me, a big one. But yeah, this isn't connected to anything, and it wouldn't have fallen because there's just trees up there, no vines. Looks like that had to be placed there, huh, Jim?
Yeah.
Here's a snap with a little bit of a twist to it.
Somebody's calling me.
Okay, just stumbled across this really large branch in the ground, and Jim was trying to pull it out and it broke. But it went all the way. I mean, it's big, but it's not growing there. That's just a branch. He said it was starting to move, but it snapped when he pulled it out. There's another possible break, about 10 feet up probably. This looks like a little structure. It is 3 different logs or branches. Wow. All leaned together right here. So, this is the vine. This is a big log. Look at that, Jim. That is the fork. And this log or branch is going through there. Like that was shoved up in there and placed to keep that way.
Yeah.
And then there's another one coming from that side. This one. That's pretty cool. Just going to show it a lot more up close here. And there's another break. Okay, not sure about this either. I suppose it's possible that it's natural. There's two things leaned. This one's right in the fork of this, and then the other one is leaned right on top of it. So, not sure. Could be natural, but that might be a pinned arch. And that right there is a stick in the ground. I don't want to pull it out completely. And trying to see what's over here. I'm not sure about that, but it looks interesting, especially if that is in the ground. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that was stuck in the ground, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's pretty cool. See, because that makes a triangle. And then, I mean, that is, it's 5 feet long, because it's about where my head is. And then that might be a leaner too, right there. And the one behind it might be a leaner. I just had Jim check that branch, which is stuck in the ground, and that one's probably 8 feet long. So right beside that little structure and the two large branches in the ground is this little tiny structure that's made of a small tree and 2 sticks. Okay, now right there's where we were just talking about having to go check out later. And right above it is this, and it's old. These are old logs and stuff. But it's another teepee type structure made of 3. And none of those grew there or nothing. Those have just been like leaned up against each other, I think. Well, okay, probably one of them came from there. there. What do you think? But
Well,
yeah, I don't know. Well, it could be natural, but
I don't think so.
we don't really think. So, oh look, and here's a break
Yep.
beside it. Yeah, Jim was just pointing out that there's that break, and then there's this laying across it. That's making like a Y, just like up on the hill. Okay, this might be natural, but we've been looking at it, and it's made up of all these different trees, and especially this one caught my attention because it comes over here into this set of trees, which is a big tangle of branches. It goes way under there, and actually, heck, that's the other end of it coming out right there. Right there. Did you see this, Jim? And then if you go from this point, there's that mess. It's Tuesday, November 6th, 3:48 p.m. It's super windy out here. But Jim just came to get in his truck, and look what's on the side of his truck. It's that container. It's empty and the lid's missing. I've been kind of keeping an eye on his truck to see if they'd put it there, and I hadn't noticed it. So I don't think it's been here real long. So yeah, the lid and the pink thread and the blue rock. They must still have them, I guess. We'll see if they bring this back. Also, it was November 3rd that they took the other one, which was right there. So this is the 6th, so they only had it for 3 days. But I'm interested to see if they bring the rest of the stuff back. It's November 14th, Wednesday, it's 4:17 p.m. I'm just coming off of a really bad sickness, and I totally lost my voice. I'm just getting it back today. But right here beside the scratch marks on the cement, I just found this. And I'm not sure if it's a glyph or not. I wanted to record it. So, there's some things that happened over the past week, but I wasn't able to make a recording about it because of my voice. So I'll try to catch up on that. Jim just walked out, so I was trying not to get him on video. But anyways, I was saying I'll try to get that caught up here in the next few days and tell you what was going on. Let's just look at this a little closer. There's one big stick. This one's lined up with a little stick over it. There's a little tiny trident stick. That's another stick, and this one's right up against it. That's a trident stick. Then you got your Y stick and that stick there. So, and then there's this big one. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it or not, but pretty cool. And when you go back inside, okay, that glyph was right there, and I was just walking in up the steps, and this is laying here, which that's kind of an arch with a stick and another little arch. That actually meets right here where that little part shoots off. So I'm not sure if this is anything. Pretty interesting. Then that makes it an X or a T right above it. Okay, this is Saturday, and it is, let's see here, November 17th. And I'm looking out my bedroom window. This morning I noticed this. It's not going to show you because I'm going through a screen and the window. But there are sticks on that stump right there, which there's never anything on it. There's one going over it, and I went out and looked, and there's actually 3 sticks. So I'm going to show you that. But that's the first thing I noticed this morning. Oh, and last night when I went to bed, I heard, it sounded like something like hitting the house a little bit. And it could have been the rain or whatever was going on with the weather. That's what I thought, so I just went to sleep. But now I'm wondering if there might have been more going on, and I'll show you why. Next thing I noticed, I was looking at the window, and I noticed this, what looks like a stick stuck in the ground in the front yard. And I thought, well, you know, maybe it's just like one stick and part of it's sticking up. So I went out and looked, and it's not. It's actually a stick stuck in the ground. Now I came out here and I was cleaning snow off the railing, and I started around here to check that stick and everything. And on my way, I noticed these tracks in the snow. Now, see, like this one looks actually like a footprint with the toe and everything. And they go pretty much in a straight line, clear up to there. However, there's another set here, and these ones look smaller, like they could have been made by a cat or coyote or something. So I don't know if these are just melt out or what, but I found it strange. I took pictures when I first found them, but kind of funny that it's leading right up here to this stick in the ground, which definitely is stuck in the ground. It is in there solid, and I'm not going to pull it out because I don't like to mess with their handiwork. But that is right in front of the porch, right there. Actually directly in line with our chairs. Now that glyph I showed you the other day was here. Okay, and the stick in the ground is right over there beside it. We got this, but I don't know if that's natural or not. And then the stump over here. The stump, whoa, slippery out here. The stump, I've never seen anything land on this like this before. Sticks. You see it's balanced over it. And then if you look closely, these are freshly broken. This one's broken off of here. See, and it's separate. So, separate sticks, you got 1, 2, and then another one here. So there's actually 3 separate sticks there. Now what's the odds on 3 separate sticks landing on that stump, which has never had anything on it in the 10 years that I've lived here. So I think they've been a little busy out here during the night. I'll find this interesting. Could be definitely natural, but it is kind of funny that it's arched over that. Just like that's arched over that. But like I said, that could definitely be natural. So, thank goodness the temperature's rising and snow's melting and I'm feeling better. So it's been super slow the last couple weeks mostly because I've been sick, I think, but I can see things are definitely picking up. This is one of my favorite things ever to find, is a stick stuck in the ground, because that just doesn't happen naturally. And not put that solidly in like that one is, and it is solidly in the ground. You know what? I found one of those probably, well, it's been within the last 3 years, because it was since the interaction started, but it was, I think, right over there on that side of the sidewalk, and it was put in diagonally. So I'm ready for things to start happening more. I've been bored, and well, when I was sick I didn't care about anything, but anyhow, I am happy the snow's going away. So we'll see what else happens. Okay, I told you all that I would fill you in on what happened while I was sick and couldn't make any videos. So, first of all, on November 3rd, Jim and I went to, I think it was November 3rd, I'm pretty sure, we went away, and we thought we closed the garage door, but when we came home, it was open, so apparently, you know, the button didn't get pushed right or something, and it was open for hours while we were gone. So when we came in the driveway, we were like, oh boy, wonder what's missing out of the garage. So, I mean, we, excuse me, still not doing great with my voice. We looked in the garage, didn't really see anything particularly that was missing, but on the little, no, wait a minute, jumping ahead of myself here. And on November 10th, this doesn't have to do with, well, it might have to do with the garage. On November 10th, I found this gift in the little basket in the magnetic bowl. As you can see, it's some kind of a screw or bolt or something, but that's not all. See what's on the end of it? There's one of those, what do you call it, like a sequin or diamond looking thing, like for crafts or whatever, stuck on the end of it. And that is so cool. So they gave me that. We're not sure if that came from the garage or not, or if they found it somewhere, but they made it a gift for me by putting that on the end. And see, and I will get it out here to show you. Here it is. See, they stuck it right on there. Hold on, I'll get it out. So there it is. So they decorated it to be pretty. Now how sweet is that? They've given me these before. Don't know where they're getting them, but apparently they've got a few. Unless they found this, maybe if somebody gifted it to them already with that on it, but somehow I doubt it. Because like I said, they've given me these before. They actually gave me one just by itself. So that's what happened on the 10th. Now the next day, on the 11th, whoops, on the 11th I walked out to the back porch and there were these, I forget what Jim called them, a tool, laying on the chair right beside the door. So they were returning this that they had taken. And I brought him in and showed Jim and I said, are these yours? And he said, yes, yes they are. So they did go in the garage and they did take stuff. So this could have been from Jim. This is definitely Jim's. I had to give it back. And I believe that is all that happened while I was sick. This is my box of 2018 gifts and returns and things that have happened, you know, that they've given me or taken and returned or exchanged or just plain out gifts. So at some point, probably after December, the end of December, I'll make a video going through all that stuff and that too. So anyways, I think that catches us up, and alright. Also, Jim bought a drone. He just got it yesterday, and so he's excited about getting that out and starting to use it.